DJ said I had 2 to 4 minutes, so I can promise you it's going to be at least 4. If I told him if it goes on too long, just start playing the music. Just real quick, want to thank everybody for being here. Once again, if you're in this room tonight, you're very important to Sean and Michaela, as well as to Beth and myself and the rest of the family. Anybody that's over 20 years old, probably everybody but that table over there, I think we can all attest that at one point in our adolescence, we went through some awkward stages in our life and relationships, friends, and in and out of friendships in high school and so forth. And I can remember when Michaela was, middle school, coming into high school, and Beth was very concerned and was just so worried about Michaela. And, I was just going through a lot of stuff. And I used to tell Beth all the time, I said, Michaela, she's like a butterfly. She's still in the cocoon. And I said, one of these days she's going to break out of that cocoon and she's going to spread her wings and she's going to fly. And she did just that. She went to, right after high school, right into college, and that's when I saw that cocoon open up, and she spread those beautiful wings and very goal-oriented. She went to college. She was hell-bent on getting out of there in 4 years. She got her degree, and the night that she graduated from college, we were sitting in our living room. We were getting ready to send her and Sean to Disney World for a present, and she was already online looking for jobs, and she applied for jobs while we were sitting there. While she's in Disney, she calls me and she says, I've got an interview with Goddard School on Tuesday. So trying to be like, give her some advice. I'm thinking in my head, hey, first interview, you got to be prepared for rejection. This is a good experience for you to go and do the interview process and so forth. Well, lo and behold, she gets the job. And she's been there ever since. She's doing a wonderful job there. Beth and I couldn't be more proud of how she's come along there. Then there's Sean. So as we all know, boys, they mature a little bit later than girls. And for those of you that know Sean, this is not the boy that we met 5 years ago. First time Michaela brought him home, and he had the flip haircut and always wearing black, and it just we looked at him, and then slowly but surely Michaela was tapping on that cocoon, and she cracked that cocoon open, and we got a chance to see Sean flourish to the man he is today. And I couldn't be happier. I know Beth could not be happier for a life partner than Sean, and we've welcomed him into our family. We love him. He's been tremendous. On Beth's side of the family, it is an estrogen-filled activities all the time. My house was all women. We'd go to Kathy's house. It was all the nieces. So it was great to have a little more testosterone there with me and Harold. And then we brought Colin along. That's been nice. And now we got Alex. Where are you at, Alex? I'm watching you. You're in rare air, son. Don't screw it up. We got to try to tip the tables on there. So with that said, I couldn't be more happier. Beth, I couldn't be more happy with Sean as a new son-in-law. He's been nothing but respectful to Beth. We've absolutely fallen in love with the kid, and we're just so happy for both of you, and we look forward to watching you guys grow and create a family of your own and join this big family we have here. So everybody want to raise a glass, toast to Michaela and Sean. Thank you.
Thank you, Greg. And keep those hands going for tonight's second toast from our maid of honor, Emma.
Just gonna put it down. I'm gonna make myself real comfortable up here. Sorry, I gotta pull up my note. Hello, everybody. I know mostly everybody. If you don't know me, I'm so sorry. I feel really bad for you. I am Michaela's sister, younger sister, obviously. I just want to say congratulations to both of you. I'm so happy. And I love you both so very much. So many people look a little scared right now because they have no idea what I'm going to say in this speech. Trust me, I've promised every embarrassing moment between these two in this speech, but I think I'm sober enough to stay serious and not be silly. When I think of Michaela and the perfect guy for her, I don't think I could have come up with Sean on my own. He is incredibly kind and patient. He values his relationship with God always. And most importantly, he loves Michaela so passionately. The day I knew he was in love was pretty early on in their relationship. It was one day when she was at work. Sean texted me on Facebook and asked if I could unlock our front door. Very confused, I did, and about 5 minutes later, he walks in with her favorite candy, her favorite Gatorade, and flowers. He sits on the couch, writes a little note, puts it in her room, and walks away, goes home. So, me being me, Nebby as always, I go in there and I read it, and the note said, because I had to know, the note said something along the lines of, "I'm so sorry you're having a bad day. You're beautiful. I hope tomorrow's better." You know him, something cringy. But in that moment, I knew that she meant a lot to him and that he meant so much to her, because that smile on her face, it was so simple, something so little, but it helped her that day. And that's all that matters. Over time, Sean has become my big brother and such an important person in my life. He's always hung out with me and has always treated me like a sister, and I appreciate that. One of his many brotherly activities included, this one time my car was at the dealership, whatever, and I was at my apartment in Cal. I called him, I was like, "Can you please come pick me up?" He picked me up, and on our way home, we're driving on 43, and he says, "Can you open the glove box for me?" And I open it, and there's a ring box. And I open it, I immediately start crying. It's the only thing I could do. I couldn't even say anything because I knew that it was going to happen soon. I was going to have a brother, and Michaela was finally going to be happy. She was going to get her happy ending. So thank you for making her so happy. We all appreciate it. Wow, Michaela, I can't even begin to sum up the 22 years that we've had together, or even you in words. I can sit here and talk about how you're my older sister and what a sister means, but that doesn't encapsulate our relationship. Michaela has always helped raise me. I like to think of her as the mom that I hated. She was always so mean in making sure I was not doing what I was supposed to be and not goofing around. Basically, she ruled with an iron fist, so I pray for your future children. Just know they have a place at my house to hide from you both. But I thank you for being so tough on me, because you helped me become the person I am today and how I'm able to go through life one day at a time. She's made me tough, and honestly, I didn't have a choice. When we were younger, we had a massive rug, and Michaela and I would go on either corner and with full force run towards each other, and then absolutely just beat the shit out of each other. But it only ended in tears a couple of times. I mean, mostly me, but that's fine. But even with you living life, you have shown me what tough is. No matter what challenges she faced, she's always overcame and never let it darken her spirit. She is one of the toughest people I know, and I am so glad I have someone like her to look up to. She has always shown up for me at my worst. When I first moved into college, I was having a very rough time adjusting. I was calling my mom, bawling it, just losing it. And Michaela simply took the phone, asked if I wanted to hear a story, and then read me a children's book like she would her kids at school. It It was so stupid, but it made me laugh, and that's all that matters. But now you have someone to show up for you in your worst times and in your darkest moments. And I am so happy that it's Sean. So, Mr. Sean Cole, I hope you have as much fun growing old with her as I did growing up with her. And Miss Michaela Cole, continue to be the sunshine that you are. Be so happy, you deserve it all. I love you both. I cannot wait to make more memories with both of you. So if everybody could please raise their glasses, and let's give a toast to the Coles.
Thank you, Emma. And keep those hands going for last but not least for our best man, Texas.
Checking, 1, 2, checking, 1, 2. Can we hear me now? How y'all doing tonight? How we doing tonight? All right, all right, all right. Y'all look absolutely beautiful. Hello, everybody. Everybody knows me as Texas, but my real name is Braylon Sibley. I know Texas has a name. I know. Let's give a hand to the people involved in making this day as special as it was, please. Let's give a hand. Michaela, you looked absolutely outstanding. Sean, you were just standing. I'm joking. I promise. Me and Sean met back the first day of football camp back in 2018. 17, my bad. 17, auto-corrected, I apologize. I really didn't know what to expect coming from Texas, but I knew I was going to put my best fourth effort to make a friend out of Sean. So for the next few weeks, I will continue to bother Sean every day before, after, and during football camp. You could imagine the excitement on his face having to listen to me talk all the time. And so through camp and through the first semester, me and Sean would become closer. Me and Sean bonded over the most exciting stores you could ever go to, Walmart. Have you been there? Yes, yes, yes. For 4 months straight, me and Sean would go to Walmart every day. They ought to have sponsored us. Probably could have some good deals. So through the years, I would try to get Sean to come out with me and Colton all the time. He was a stickler. Like Greg would say, he wasn't all about, going out, having a good time and drinking. He was all about more just staying at the house watching Phantom of the Opera 3-4 times. I know it's a shocker, right? He wouldn't come out with me. But I would come home late nights, and I could always depend on Sean to have barbecue sauce and cheese sauce and some waffle fries waiting on me. If you know, you know. I can also depend on him to let me know when I had a little bit of throw up still left in the bathroom from the night before. Until Michaela came around. Michaela did something that I couldn't do in 3 years. Got Sean out the house. Got Sean to get a haircut. Made Sean get contacts. You see, he's got a beard. It wasn't him. But when she came into his life, she did open up his cocoon. And he became more of Legatron. Yes, 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 he was the kicker. But she opened this man up more than I ever could have. And she let him open up to me more than I probably could have ever done. Sean was my neighbor for all 4 years of college, but instead of having a friend, I had a brother. He was someone I could always count on, whether it was up till 4 in the morning talking or driving to Fallon's Beach to do nothing. No matter what Sean tells you, he's always been a softie. He was always in tune with his feelings. He has always had your back. Whenever you needed Sean, no matter where you were at, he would come in a heartbeat. No questions asked. So after the 3 years, after Michaela finally opened up this nice, beautiful man, I spent all that time telling him I love you, and he would look at me like I was crazy. Until one day, he said it back. You could imagine my shock as he slammed the door in my face, so I couldn't say anything else. I would continue to knock on that door for 5 minutes, saying, Sean, did you say I love you? He's like, Texas, go to bed. I said that the conversation's not over. I love you, Sean. I love you too, Texas. I have a quote right here. It makes me feel, this is really about Sean right here. It says that friendship is a priceless gift that cannot be bought nor sold, but its value is far greater than a mountain of gold. For gold is cold and lifeless. It can neither see nor hear. In a time of trouble, it is powerless to cheer. Gold, it has no rules to listen, no heart to understand. It cannot bring you comfort nor reach out a helping hand. So when you ask God for a gift, be thankful if he sends you not diamonds, pearls, or riches, but the love of true friends. Sean, you are my brother. You are my true friend. I'd kill for you and I'd die for you. You've done more for me than I could ever have done for myself. You'll never know. I'll never tell you. But I appreciate you. And I would never have ever wanted to block for anybody else or pick anybody else off of a toilet bowl late night. So I would love everybody to raise their glasses, please. And I'm going to say something. I need everybody to say it with me. It's going to sound crazy, okay? For the ones who know, they will know. On 3, I want you to say salami. 1, 2, 3. Thank you all.
Thank you, Texas. Put your hands together for all of our lovely toasters this evening.